So we also had some questions about sitting, and kind of going to talk about a bunch of them, but sitting independently, getting into sitting, getting out of sitting, they're all important. I cover a lot of these in my highlights and other posts, which I'll share as well. So I think that there's multiple kinds of what I call sitters. There's the professional sitters, which are the kids that are super content. They've been placed in sitting a lot and they are able to just stay in sitting and they're happy to be there, no desire to move in or out of sitting. And then there's the kids that are a little less content, maybe move a little bit more, and they maybe can't quite get their balance. They're, working on a lot of other skills. So with the ones that, excuse me, for the kids that sit, I call them professional sitters, you want to work on getting them to move outside their base of support. So really work on getting them to get out of sitting. Let's start with that. Or just even to reach. So find something that they might want and have it close so that they'll get it. You can also be here with them. Then if you find something that's, make it a little bit further away. Can you get it? So, so they're starting to reach outside their base of support. But the goal is eventually for you want them to go get it. And in the beginning, it might look like sorry, somebody's teething, so we're a little bit grumpy. It might look like a crash. That is okay. They might not love it, but that's how their body takes in the information that they need to make the adjustments and the refinements. So even when they're standing and they get down from standing and it's just like a plop, that is important for them because it's their body's getting the feedback. In fact, I just did a whole series on learning movement that talks a lot about that kind of stuff. So you want to work on increasing their reach, find something super enticing, and even if you have to help them get down, you want to give them success with the movement. Getting into sitting, I have several posts on that. We have tons of highlights on sitting, but honestly, like I was showing earlier with kneeling, playing in kneeling and on hands and knees is one of the best ways to work on it. And let's see if he'll cooperate at all. Because what you want to do is you want to get the kids used to moving in I call them the diagonal. So you don't want them just to go forward and back. That's a lot of times how they end up W sitting. You want them to get some rotation in. So they're kneeling and their bottom is going to come to the outside of their foot. So let me show you on me. So they're going to come over here to get down. And so that is also going to carry over from hands and knees to eventually be able to come into sitting. And so they're working on refining those movements. My little one, and I know every kid is different, but my little one did not learn how to sit independently until he could get into sitting on his own. Now, I also just didn't place him in sitting a lot. I'm going to share a post also that has lots of ideas for working on sitting balance if that's one of your struggles. I'll also share information about our 6-week sitting program too, because that has a lot of helpful information. And again, don't forget to go check out our developmental milestones roundup because we have a ton of blog posts on different milestones there, and it's all in one location, and we add to it as we add more posts. Hi. Also check out my highlight on protective extension because it talks about what they need to be able to catch themselves if they fall, and that will carry over into standing and walking and things like that. So the ability to put their hand down as they lose their balance. So that all of that stuff is helpful. I'll share more resources and hopefully that was helpful.